Good day, everyone. Welcome to Morning Sip with Rev Melissa. I am Rev Melissa, and this is Morning Sip with Rev Melissa. SIP stands for Spirit in Practice because practice makes progress. Yes, practice makes progress. So, my passion is to support people in transforming their lives. Answer this question. Is it time for you to live your purpose? Is it time for you to answer your call? If your answer is yes, it's time, Red Melissa. I'm ready. If your answer is, "Mm, I, I don't know, maybe. Whatever your answer is, wherever you may be, I am here to support you. My mission is to give inspiration through spiritual life coaching, preaching, and teaching that ignites the divine spark within you to live life in joy, connected to your yes. This is my ministry of joy. So if you need support, you can send me a message on my social media, Instagram, YouTube at I am Rev Melissa. I am Rev Melissa. And we'll set up some time to talk. Yes? All right, y'all. So let's get into today's episode of the Prepared series. And I'm calling it a mini series because we're only doing 3 episodes. So we went from 30 episodes of Master Key to 3 episodes of what I am calling Prepared. So, just to remind you, prepared means to put in proper condition or readiness. And the origins of the word, and when I say origins, for me, that means the vibration of the word, means to make ready beforehand. To make ready beforehand. So, what I know is we came here prepared. We came here already prepared. Yes, we did, Nan. We came here already prepared. But guess what some of us are doing? I know no one listening to this. I know no one listening to this is doing this. But some of us spend our time unpreparing. We spend our time unpreparing ourselves for what we came here prepared to do and to be in the world. Can you imagine that some people are doing that? Not us, certainly not us, right? But some people are doing that, spending their time unpreparing themselves, right? So, yesterday I shared the story of Moses and how Moses said he ain't the one. He is not the one to lead the people out of Egypt into the promised land. He ain't the one. He told God, no, sirree. Could you get somebody else? Right? Because Moses felt unqualified. He felt unqualified for many reasons. He felt unqualified because he did not feel that he could inspire anyone to follow him because he had a speech impediment. So he wasn't confident in his speaking, right? Many people don't know that, right? If you look at the Charlton Heston movie where he played Moses, okay, where he plays Moses, you would think he's a brilliant speaker, but no. Moses was a stutterer and he felt unqualified. But what do we know about being qualified? We know that God doesn't call the qualified, that God qualifies the call. God qualifies the call. So I got stuck for a moment because I just saw Nan's message that I'm not on Facebook anymore. So I'm not sure what is happening. I'm not sure why I'm not on Facebook anymore, but we're just going to keep going. We're just going to keep going and I'll repost it on Facebook. So thank you, Nan. Thank you so much. So God qualifies the call. So if you feel unqualified, because oftentimes we do. I know I have my moments where I feel like, girl, who are you? Who are you to be the spiritual director, senior minister at Rockland Centers for Spiritual Living? Who are you? And then I say, oh, let me tell you who I am. Because we gotta minister to ourselves. We have to remind ourselves, we have to remember who we are all the time, over and over and over again. That's why our daily spiritual practice is so important. When I'm working with people and they're telling me their stories, one of the things that I ask is, "Well, tell me about your daily spiritual practice." And they will tell me about their spiritual practice, leaving out the most important component, which is daily. Daily, daily in the presence of the presence. Daily, right? So Moses begs God to send someone else to lead the people. And what did God tell Moses? God was having none of this. God told Moses, now go. Now, yeah. I hear all that. Yeah, you can't speak to the people. Yeah, they won't follow you. Yeah, they're going to be like, who are you? Why would God tell you? Yeah. I hear all that. And now go. Because you were prepared beforehand. You were prepared before you took your first breath. All of us are. All of us are prepared beforehand to walk, talk, breathe, be our calling, regardless if we feel qualified or not. That's one of those paradoxes, right? October, our theme at CSL was playing with paradox. That's one of the paradoxes, right? I feel unqualified and I get to answer the call. I get to answer the call anyway. Yes, that is the genius of the and. That was one of the Sunday messages. So, can you recall a time in your life when you felt unqualified, when you felt helpless, when you felt hopeless, and then you received just what you needed? When you received just what you needed, it might have just been a whisper, a word of encouragement, a sign as you was walking down the street, something that you needed that indicated to you, oh, yes. What was I thinking? I'm not in this alone. The whole wide world is not out to get me. I am not a victim. Ah, yes, I recall now. I am gloriously made. Ah, how could I have forgotten again? But it's okay. It's okay because we get to remember again. We get to remember again. So, what I know and what I could testify to throughout my whole life is moments of feeling unqualified, moments of feeling like a complete fraud, right? Having moments of that. Yes, I see you, Michelle, right? Remembering who we are. And then I have that reawakening. that we remembering, right? That God orders my steps, that my path is divine, that all things are working together. All things are working together. Even those moments when I feel like just putting the covers over my head and saying, mm-mm, no, thank you. Even in those moments, my calling does not stop calling. Oh, I got chills saying that. Your calling does not stop calling in those moments when you feel helpless and hopeless. It's just silently waiting. Our calling is so patient. Oh my goodness. It will wait lifetimes. It will wait lifetimes. So let's find out what happens with Moses. So I said I was going to pick up with God telling Moses, now go, I will help you speak and will teach you what to say. And Moses says, oh Lord, please send someone else. Mm-mm-mm. And then the Lord's anger burned against Moses, and he said, what about your brother Aaron? I know he can speak well. He is already on his way to meet you, and his heart will be glad when he sees you. You shall speak to him and put words in his mouth. I will help you both. I will help both of you speak and will teach you what to do. I will help both of you speak and teach you what to do. So God sends helpers. Mm. God moves mountains. Yes. God will make a way out of seemingly no way. No way. There's always a way in the mind of God, right? So God said to Moses, hey, you know what? Your brother Aaron is on his way to see you. He's going to be so happy when he sees you. So God wasn't sending somebody who was going to be like, oh, yeah, Moses, I don't know what God was thinking, telling you to go. Oh, I agree with you. No, no, man, you can't go. No. God didn't send someone who was going to be like, no, you can't do it, who was going to be a naysayer. God sent someone who would be happy to support Moses. God will send someone in your life who will be happy to support you in the answering of your call. That's why I love my ministry of joy, y'all. I love being a spiritual life coach because I get to be a helper in the call and answering the call in people's lives. Woo! I get to do that. So Aaron came and he met Moses, and God told them what to say, and Aaron delivered the news. Yes, he did, using God's words. Using God's words through Moses, right? Because God still used Moses as the vessel, right? You are still the vessel, no matter who is around you, helping you, supporting you, praying for you. You are still the vessel. And you still get to answer the call, your call, the call that is on your life beforehand. Prepared, the vibration of prepared is to make ready beforehand. One of the reasons We sometimes feel like unsettled and like jittery and like, oh, I just don't know anymore. We have those moments of doubt. Underneath that, if we excavate that, we will find a burning desire to be that which we know that we are. But some of us stop at that first level, that first layer. We just peel that first layer and we see doubt, worry, confusion, fear, and we stop there. And we think that that's all that there is. But I'm here to tell you there's something more. There's something more within you, deep within you, in the soil of your soul that is seeking expression through you. That sought expression through Moses. So we accept the help, right? What if Aaron came and Moses was like, nah, man, that's all right. I don't want you to go with me. I don't need your help. I just ain't gonna do it, right? But Moses accepted the help, even though he still wasn't like 100% all the way in there, but he took a baby step. And that's all that's required. One baby step after another. Yes? So when the help comes, accept it, welcome it. This is what we get to do. If we want to experience life in a different way, we have to do something different. We have to do something different. All right. I will help both of you speak and will teach you what to do and will teach you what to do. So that is an indication to us that we may not have everything, that we may not know everything that we need to know yet. We may not know how to do everything that we need to do yet, but we shall, because the universe has everything that we need. And everything that we need is already implanted within us beforehand. And then we are just recovering it. We are remembering. We are accessing it. Yes. I hope this is resonating. I hope this is resonating. So I'm just going to read one other part. And this is one of my favorite Bibles. It's a life application study Bible. And one of the reasons why I love this Bible is because it's the Bible, but then it has like little notes to study, right? Little things to get you to thinking, right? How does this apply to my life? That's what's important, right? Not all the stories, but how does it apply to my life now? That's what's important. All right. So this is one of the notes. Moses clung tightly to the shepherd's staff as he left for Egypt to face the greatest challenge of his life. The staff was his assurance of God's presence and power. When feeling uncertain, some people need something to stabilize and reassure them. So, this is how we can apply this in our lives, right? By answering that question: what do you need in your life to stabilize you during uncertain times? In those moments of uncertainty, what stabilizes you? Mm, mm. What stabilizes you? What grounds you? What centers you? What supports you in remembering who and whose you are? So for Moses, it was his staff, right? And we saw all the things that God did with that staff. Turned it into a snake, parted the waters, right? Had it in the water turned to blood. So that staff represented God's power to Moses. And then the other thing that stabilized Moses was his brother Aaron, knowing that he is not in this alone. So, what stabilizes you? Do you lean on that like a staff to help you to stand during challenges, during upsets, during disappointments, during those moments when you're like, I don't know. I just don't know. What stabilizes you? Hold on to that with unchanging hands because those are God's hands. Those people, places, things are God's hands. God works through others. Whew. God works through others for our highest good and for their highest good because we are one and we need each other. So, what stabilizes you? And whatever those things are, do it. Use it. What stabilizes me is my spiritual practice, my daily spiritual practice of reading something inspirational, of inspirational journaling, of transcendental meditation, and prayer. And now, exercise. I know, right? But walking stabilizes me. Lifting weights stabilizes me. So, what stabilizes you? What stabilizes you? And whatever that is, do it every day. Water yourself. Whew. Mm. Water yourself every day. Every day. In those moments of uncertainty. And I am here to support you. I am here to support you. Just reach out and I will answer your call. Yes, I will. So there we have prepared our mini series. I hope it was good for you. I see you, Michelle. The name of the Bible is Life Application Bible. Life Application Bible. It is the New International Version. Yep, the New International Version. Okay. It's one of my favorite Bibles. It was actually a gift to Marco and me for our wedding. One of our friends, Reggie, and his wife gave us this Bible for our wedding present. And I love that Bible so much. So let's get into some joy news. So let me check in before I do that. Yes, I'm not sure what was going on with Facebook earlier today, but I see some of you here. I see you, Linda. I see you, Mommy. Yes, Linda said the dream house for me I currently live in is the result of a series of things just appearing and falling into place. Yes, yes, yes. And some would count that as a miracle. But what I know is that's just how God works, right? So of course it fell into place, Linda. Of course it did. Beautiful. Congratulations, Linda. Mommy, I will see you later on today. And we got the kind of Bible, the Life Application Study Bible, New International Version. All right, y'all. So quickly, some joy news for the weekend. This Sunday, Please join me for the other sip where I share an inspirational talk. That's at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, right where you're watching me now, but only on Facebook and YouTube. And then at Rockland CSL, where I am the spiritual director, senior minister, we are in the CSL theme, the mundane, the sacred, and the profane. Oh my. And this Sunday, I will be talking about the sacred. So please join me for that. We are virtual this Sunday. You can go to rocklandcsl.org, click on Sunday service, and you will be with us on Zoom, or you can watch the live stream on Facebook. All right, so that's what's happening this weekend. You can save the date for the next meditation with the moon, which will be November 28th, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Sekou was supposed to be my guest today, but he had an appointment, so he'll join us one day next week because there's so much more to this story of the marathon that I really would like for him to share with you all. Talk about being prepared beforehand. Yes, yes, yes. All right, everyone. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for all your love and support. Someone asked me the other day, how can they support my ministry of joy? If you feel so moved, you can support my ministry of joy through a love offering. You can go to Cash App or to Venmo at iamrevmelissa.com. And I'm trying to get it to come up. There it is. It's streaming down there on the bottom. Okay? Cash App and Venmo at iamrevmelissa.com for those of you on Instagram. Peace and blessings. Everyone have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I look forward to seeing you all on Sunday at service at rocklandcsl.org or next week at Morning Sip with Rev Melissa, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. Bye, Nan. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend. Peace and blessings, peace and justice. We're living life in joy. Yes, we are connected to our yes.